Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the world rank contender tonight, making his first attempt at a world title, introducing El Michoacano, Miguel Flores. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the four-time world champion in 3 weight divisions and the current WBA Featherweight champion of the world, introducing El Terremoto Leo
Leo Santa Cruz entered the fight determined to prove that his relentless pace, iron stamina, and championship experience could carry him to yet another world title in a higher weight class.
Rips the left hook to the body, does the champion. Another left hook, and that one hurt! Zaletta, and down he goes!
With 3 divisions already conquered, he approached 130 pounds eager to show that greatness knows no limit when backed by work ethic and heart.
Another fantastic finish, and the referee steps in! Another big win in his home state of California!
For Santa Cruz, this fight was not just another fight, it was the chance to cement his legacy as a 4-division world champion.
I saw Leo Santa Cruz fight a lot of times on TV, but until I saw him fight in person, it's hard to win one title in one weight division for just about anything you throw at him.
Flores coming in firing, though, very determined, but he was well ahead in points in one of those fights against Stat Wen when he got dropped with a hook.
Santa Cruz knocked out Avilos in 8 rounds, the guy who beat Miguel Flores. So, do-it-all fighter. I really enjoyed watching him fight. Go ahead.
Yeah, and he's coming out very relaxed.
Doesn't fight at all. But he just throws so many punches. Good counter shot there, right hand by Santa Cruz.
Well, Santa Cruz has got, like I say, great defensive skills. And he'll find a way to beat you to the punch or catch you in the middle of you trying to see Santa Cruz just do stuff like that, like a little quick left hook right hand. Like the punching power of Santa Cruz.
Yeah, he had a solid first round, though. I mean, that's a chance, defensively responsible, but throwing hard shots.
Yeah, well, he's also good on
Flores can keep up his pace if he can find some openings.
Or maybe it did hurt it, but no, I mean...
No,
see that? It's like a nervous twitch.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter now, at 130 pounds, how effective can he be? What do you think about that? Can he carry that power up to 130? Yeah, he's defending his heavyweight title, looking for his 10th title defense. So far here, through 2 rounds, Santa Cruz getting the edge in the Compy boxing division.
That
At a championship.
turned out to be a great referee in that.
Yeah, Flores got caught against the ropes right there, and when he was coming out, he got caught with a right hand, so he's got to be careful. Coming off the rope, especially on the left side, because he's moving right into Santa Cruz's right hand.
Yeah, as much as Flores is sharp, and you look at him, you go, wow, he's really a good fighter.
That was a short right hand as well. That right hand is fast, coming right off the shoulder from Santa Cruz. And heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis. Heavyweight title fight here up next. Deontay Wilder and Luis Flores. Uppercut there by Flores.
Good right uppercut. And that's one of his go-to punches. He really likes it.
Knockout rates ever. I mean, all these top heavyweights are, again, now Andy Ruiz breaks that mold, but big, charismatic figures. We can enjoy this. And then see if, hey, Andy Ruiz, like, kind of mixed it up. Hey, you can be... It's going to be exciting tonight. Deontay Wilder.
Leo's brother. Antonio, what did you guys tell Leo? I saw him smiling in the corner going into this round.
We were telling him not just to keep his distance, and he has this like since the beginning that he started boxing. It's just like a little tick that he has. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Antonio. Brian, back to you guys.
And then as time wears on, Santa Cruz is just so consistent.
You're exactly right. And that was the first time I saw Santa Cruz fight live.
Santa Cruz still at the edge and punches landed. Body work by both fighters. Santa Cruz tries to get the better of the exchange. The end of round 4.
Throw it nice and low for him, and then you rebound with some shots on the head. And then go back a little bit and go back in.
Able to stay in that good position. Right hand by Santa Cruz, and Santa Cruz with beautiful work on the upper.
Good right hand by Santa Cruz.
And was hitting on the inside. So it's one thing to go. No, he isn't. But I am. That's a lot of rounds for a heavyweight. And considering they said they had no sparring for the last fight, Tony Weeks ended up warning Flores for a low blow.
And his head.
I mean, that's a very high rate. I mentioned Ray Boom Boom Mancini before, who's here with us, of course.
They were using an abacus. Santa Cruz is really starting to impose his will right now.
50 to 45. You know, Santa Cruz is very skillful fighter. He rarely takes a backward step.
Thanks so much, Caleb. We appreciate you taking the time. Guys, we'll send it back to you in the action.
Heidi, thank you.
He's taking on maybe one of the best fighters out there right now, one of the most powerful guys out there. That would be an interesting
come back down, or if that would mean Santa Cruz would have to go to 135. And again, that would put him at a slight disadvantage.
Yeah, so he's the #1 contender to Gary Russell. And
we're Tony Harrison. It's the next time we will see you. See you on Fox. Here tonight, though, still getting ready for the heavyweight championship of the world, and this with the right hand. Good body shots there by Flores, trying to make Santa Cruz pay on the way in. Santa Cruz throwing the shots back. You see the punch point away. Did he warn him properly enough times? Is that your thought?
Yeah, Flores hurt him, warn him a dozen times.
Point away, then I think that's the fair thing.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know, the referee goes over to the corner and says, hey, listen, if you start holding, I'm going to take away a point. So that's unbeknownst to the
A lot of times a point taken away is a huge deal. You know, weight fluctuations, Manny Pacquiao going up and down, but that's rare, Joe Goosen, in the history of the sport, right? I mean, 3 weight classes now going for a 4th.
Well, yeah.
Lennox Lewis, Tyson's peak came a little bit earlier than that. A 3.5-year run as undisputed heavyweight champ, and tonight will get the heavyweight championship of the world, Deontay Wilder. Wilder must win tonight to make that happen for him. Good shot there by Santa Cruz again. Here as we start round 9.
He acknowledged that. But, you know, right now, Flores' back is against the wall, and he's got
86 punches thrown per round for the first time in this fight in the 8th round. So his volume was been down.
Oblige you on fighting inside, outside, or anywhere, and you're going to be able to let your hands go, and you're going to accumulate more punches. A few punches in the grab on. He's been warned and had a point taken away from him. Yeah, I guess maybe that's a little harsh, laying it back, but he's just not putting in 120% effort to win this title.
He's got a little bit more time. That's why he's moving so far away.
Look, I think he came in with the best intention of if you can't do that, you're not going to get respect from the other side.
As he did at 126 pounds. Good sharp counter by Santa Cruz, and that rocked Flores briefly. Beautiful way to punctuate that round. This was good stuff.
Here was the late flurry, and you know, Flores let his hands go here, but then got clipped with a good right hand, and that's what he knows is gonna happen.
Actually, 2 right hands.
He just got clipped with another good right hand there. Santa Cruz is just there's a clash of heads.
Oh wow, yeah, the blood right over the. That was called an accidental headbutt, and you see that it seems to be right on the eyelid of Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz fights on. They just clashed heads and opens things up. Flores whacking Santa Cruz with that shot.
Santa Cruz very accurate with that right hand. Every time he throws it, he's throwing it down the line, and Flores seems to be there for us.
Let's see if this changes the equation just a bit. We saw it earlier in the night. When you get cut, things can change. We're going to go back and look at this headbutt again. This is how it happened, fellas.
Well, it was a jab by Flores, and Santa Cruz just moved in without punching, and they just clashed heads. So
yeah, I think that's just below. It's right there at the top of the eyelid. It seems to be. It's bothering him somewhat. It's not really all left. There's a lot of time.
Yeah, if you're in the corner, you're going, all right, why don't you go after that cut? Because I'll tell you what, if you can make a cut worse by landing some good shots on it, that fight could get
probably winning most rounds.
And usually when you get cut as well, you know, that does something to you. Like, you know, it may affect Santa Cruz.
Scorecards, accidental headbutt, if it came to that, they'd go to the scorecards, and you know, I think Santa Cruz would be way ahead.
After 4 rounds, yes. And we're through 10 rounds here in our co-feature.
Here we go. Here's where they both jab, short jab, and then look, just a little bit of movement inside. That's all it took. As Flores was starting a right uppercut. Okay.
28. So if you want to match up and say, hey, who do you like? And a proposed big time. But look at Flores. Flores has thrown that many more power punches. Interesting. Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz coming up next. Heavyweight championship of the world. Brian Kenny with Lennox Lewis and Joe Goosen.
Cruz just landed when he first came out when the bell rang. It was a beaut. And that's a good little work by Flores right there. He landed a jab and a double hook.
Leo Santa Cruz engaged in any clinch. He's not a clincher.
No.
He's a puncher.
The counter with his right uppercut, which kind of left him open because he left his left hand down.
Good counter shot there by Flores. Went to the body. Final minute here in round 11.
Coming out of that eye, and he just got hit on it with a good straight right hand by Flores. But right now, I don't see any blood coming out of it. Just a bare trickle. And there goes Santa Cruz hitting behind the head.
Final seconds of the 11th round. And Leo Santa Cruz, in the bantamweight, super bantamweight, featherweight champion of the world, now at 130. And everyone should be wary of this man.
Cheer him on as they enter the center of the ring. This is round 12.
Dare ask me.
Well, I'm not going to ask Lennox. He's too humble.
I was just going to point out one thing. It did say.
It took a lot in that day and age, too. Leo Santa Cruz cruising to a win, seemingly here. He had that eye cut, but that was from an accidental headbutt.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
Again, we'll have to see what happens in 2 weeks. Could be a rematch there with Wilder and Fury. That was a draw, but Wilder would point out, hey, I put him down twice. He didn't put me down. So, Joe Goosen, do you like Santa Cruz at 130? Does he carry everything the way he needs to?
Pocket with him or even box him a little bit? He's got answers for every
question if Santa Cruz is going to put on a good performance. Is he going to be in shape? Is he going to be ready? No.
Cruz just threw like 3, 4, 5 jabs in a row. That was really nice.
Flores starts to open up a little bit. Too little, too late. Now Santa Cruz looking to close the show. If you want to trade, let's do that. Thrill the crowd a little bit. Absolutely right. But let's go back to how the fight started.
You know, Flores took some chances early, but then he said, I had enough of the body shots. Here comes Santa Cruz again.
And here you see the back and forth between Flores and Santa Cruz. And this is where, Flores holds, and this is where Santa Cruz opens up a little bit, where Flores is on the ropes trying to get away. And back and forth. Referee stepped in there at the right time.
Got the victory. Miguel's a great fighter. He came and gave me a tough fight. Like I said, the people that saw him know that he's not a pushover, that he came to fight, and that's what he proved. So Miguel, congratulations, Miguel, for giving me a great fight.
He is now a 4-weight division world champion and the new WBA super featherweight champion of the world, El Terremoto,